Bienvenidos de nuevo a Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Friki saludos a todos y todas, bienvenidos aquí al Friki-canal, yo soy Hernán y bienvenidos de nuevo a Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. En el anterior episodio atravesamos la puerta y nos hemos encontrado a un bicho enorme que nos ha roto la espada, gente. Entonces no sé muy bien lo que tendremos que hacer ahora, pero seguro que se vienen cosas muy turbias. En fin, vamos a ver qué ocurre hoy. Let's go.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it. She can
Don't give up.
Did he? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's a trick. He's already dead. You know he's here. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
Pobre Senua.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
Ah, que no se puede pasar por aquí. Pues nada.
There it is. It's Dylan. He's gone. You were so slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was the trick. You. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
No hay nada. Joder, mierda. Él ha ido por ahí. Pues nosotros por aquí.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
Pero no dejarme nada.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved.
Veremos si me deja alguno.
And the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
The Northmen tell
Nope.
of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Joder. estoy alejando un huevo.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Pues que le devuelvo la cara.
It's too loud.
Me da que no. Había ido por el buen camino sin saberlo.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue.
Anda.
The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund.
¿Qué dices?
So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Un momentillo, gente. Solo recordaros que os podéis suscribir al canal y activar las notificaciones para no perderos ni un solo vídeo. Del mismo modo, también podéis dar a like si os gusta el contenido. Y nada, gente, sigamos con el vídeo.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
¿Ya? ¿Y qué pasa después?
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew, Dance with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
No tiene. Tampoco. Pero este sí.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hole. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire.
Joder.
Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Otro. El último, ¿no?
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye.
Odin.
The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Otro vacío. Y aquí es donde he empezado. Vale. ¿Serán pruebas o algo? Claramente están ahí para algo. Gram. Hay dos cerca y uno lejos. Podamos ir al de lejos primero.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gram. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin,
Gram.
and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
He escuchado la historia, porque me la vuelves a escuchar. O sea, a
The
decir.
sword appears whole,
What?
but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gram by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the
Where
shard?
is it?
Find it. There it is.
Focus.
There's the shard. Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see? Go to it. It's not safe.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Baldur,
Ah, Baldur.
the second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Vaya. Vale. Una prueba, ¿verdad? Hostia. ¿Dónde coño estoy? Ojo.
It's another world.
Vale, 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 ok.
It's lighter. It's nicer. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
Hay que estar atento por si me dejo cosas. En ambos mundos. Está cerrada por...
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world, fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Vale. Pues hasta aquí el episodio de hoy. Espero que lo hayáis disfrutado. Si es así, por favor, dejar un buen like. Compartirlo si conocéis a alguien que le pueda interesar esta clase de contenido. Y si no estáis suscritos, suscribiros, que subo vídeo de manera regular, a diario, 2 capítulos al día para que estéis entretenidos como mínimo es lo que os subo. Os dejo en pantalla y en la descripción tanto el canal de directos para que veáis cómo grabo este contenido, las redes sociales, pues si queréis ver lo que hago a diario, cuando programo los directos, lo que me gusta, lo que no me gusta, y el email por si queréis hacer peticiones al canal de cosas que queréis que traiga, ya sea de review o de gameplay, que yo lo miro todos los días y si puedo lo traigo, gente. Sin más, nos vamos, pero volveremos en la próxima fricada. Bye, gente.